Okay, I believe we are recording. We are doing nonlinear systems of equations. And so the way that we'll be doing these is that we will be using the substitution method almost exclusively. There might be one in which we're doing the addition method, but for the most part, we will be doing the substitution method. When we do the substitution, we will be left with a nonlinear equation, which will usually be a quadratic, and we should then be able to solve. I have x plus y equals 3, and I know that y is equal to x squared, and therefore I can substitute for this y with x squared minus 3 equals 3. I bring everything on the left-hand side. This means that x squared plus x minus 6 is equal to 0. And this means that you can factor. Factors of 6 that are 1 apart are 3 and 2. So it's x plus 3, x minus 2 is equal to 0. And so this means that x equals negative 3, or x equals 2. Now for each one of these x values, you get a y value. So remember that x plus y is equal to 3. So when x is negative 3, plug that in, negative 3 plus y is equal to 3. That means that y is 6. So 1 point is negative 3 comma 6. And then you put another comma, and when you plug in 2, well, again, if x plus y is equal to 3 and x is 2, then y has to be 1. And those are your two answers using the substitution method. Same thing here, x plus y equals 2, and y is x squared minus 4x plus 4. We're going to replace this y with that. So you get x plus y, but y is x squared minus 4x plus 4 is equal to 2. And so that means you get x squared minus 3x plus 2 is equal to 0. Factor x minus 2, x minus 1 is equal to 0. So you get x is equal to 2, or x is equal to 1. And so separately, when x is 2, we know that x plus y is equal to 2, and x is already 2, so that means y is 0. So 1 point we're interested in is 2 comma 0, comma the other point. Well, if x is 1, we know again that x plus y is equal to 2, so that means that y is equal to 1. So another point is 1 comma 1. We'll enter that in. Substitution method here is a little bit more painful, but it's the same thing. First of all, this is saying that x is equal to y plus 7, adding y to both sides. And then we're going to take this whole y plus 7 and put it in for that x. So y plus 7 squared plus y squared equals 109. Y squared plus 14y plus 49 plus y squared equals 109. Y squared plus 14y minus, looks like 60 is equal to 0. We'll need to find the factors of 60 that add up to 14. That's the factor we're going to do there. 1 and 60 is no. 2 and 30 is no. 3 and 20 is no. 14 apart. 4 and 15, no. 5 and 12, no. 6 and 10, no. So 14 apart. So let me make a mistake. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. $109. Oh, it's 2y squared. There's a y squared and there's a y squared. There's the error. So then we divide everything by 2 first. Divide everything by 2, you get y squared plus 7y minus 30 is equal to 0. And then it becomes obvious that it's y plus 10 times y minus 3 is equal to 0. And so y is equal to negative 10, or y is equal to 3. We know that x minus y is equal to 7, so x minus y is equal to 7, and so x minus negative 10 is equal to 7. X is equal to negative 3. And so one point we want to check out is negative 3 comma negative 10. And then we plug in 3 for y, x minus 3 is equal to 7. Then x is 10. So the other point we want to look at is 10 comma 3. Those are the 2 points. And before we want to just do this by the addition method, we're just going to add these 2 equations. That allows us to get rid of the y variable. So when we add the 2 equations, you get 2x squared equals 104 minus 96 is 8. And so x squared is equal to 4. That means x is equal to 2, or x is equal to minus 2. And now we're about to get a bunch of answers here. You're going to have 4 answers. So when x is 2, going to the first equation, when x is 2, you get 4, 2 squared plus y squared equals 104. And so you get y squared is 100. And so y is equal to 10 or negative 10. So 2 points we need to pick are 2 comma 10 and 2 comma negative 10. And when you plug in negative 2, nothing changes. It's still 4 plus y squared equals 104. So y again is 10 or negative 10. So 2 other points we need to check are minus 2 comma 10 and minus 2 comma negative 10. We'll put all 4 of those in separated by a comma. Hope it helps. Have a good one.